Hello and welcome guys, and welcome. Today we are going to replace my very old pair of Beats Solo HD. I have this pair for almost a decade now. So one of the drivers was not working, and as you can see the pads are super worn out. So I decided to replace them. As you can see, I got into things really quick. I removed the pad. It was secured in with a bunch of glue, so you just need to rotate it counterclockwise, and then you'll find yourself 3 big screws. And if you are taking the side that does have the headphone connection, you will have 2 more smaller screws, which as you can see I am taking out right now. And after that we will have full access to the driver, which unfortunately in my case just sounds a bit more quieter than the one on the other side, so I had to replace it. And yeah, it's literally as simple as that. But unfortunately at this point you might find yourself with a problem. The driver is secured in with glue, and as you can see my reaction, I was not happy about it. But that basically means you really need to go in and cut the glue. So as you can see, I literally just went in with a knife, literally cutting the glue apart. I went through most of the driver, almost all of it, except for the parts that were close to the cables. That way I have as much of the glue actually like just straight up cut off. And eventually I've reached a point, I literally just like go in, go out, like literally just making tiny cuts. It was like very hard and took a while, but hey, magic of editing. Here is where I got very close to opening it. So here I'm just like putting my knife straight in and trying to get it open. And yeah, as you can see, like some of the driver is starting to come out, and eventually I got it so much out to the point where I was just able to take it out with my hands. But yeah, this process takes a lot of time, and if you want to like everything to remain like clean and therefore the housing to still be usable, you really want to be like slow and steady on this part and not do like too much to like damage the actual like plastics that's holding the driver in place. But yeah, eventually you can just take it out with your hand, and as you can see there is like a problem with the driver, or at least it seems like there is a visual problem with it, with the driver not being completely like dome shaped. There is a bit that, yeah, now I'm pushing it just farther with my finger, but essentially I thought that it might not have been the problem with the driver, but rather the problem with the shape of it. So I was trying to fix it. Unfortunately this wasn't the problem, so I will continue to do that whole process of completely replacing the driver after that. So here you can see the old driver as I am desoldering it from the wires. The wires are 2 different colors, so as long as you keep match where was the left one and where was the right one, you should be completely fine. And the soldering is literally just about melting the original place they were strung to and just heating it up until you can pull off the cable. I did the same for the new driver. I literally just took the cables to where they were originally on the original driver, and I just soldered them in by just melting and hoping for the best, because I'm just really not good at this whole process. But yeah, everything actually worked fine, and for my very first soldering job it went pretty well. So as you see, I'm very excited, and I immediately like plugged everything in to test it out. And yes, I did the testing and everything seemed well. As you can see, I approved, and yes, it worked, which was really cool, because for the first time in like years I can actually like use those headphones. I mean, there's nothing special about them, and I have headphones that are better, but they have like a lot of nostalgic value, I guess. But yes, with that I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.